appreciate that. So I officially deserve this RSCP next to my name. I had my oral panels on Monday, so I'm technically, officially a practitioner.
Yes.
Thank you. But the funny part is, I barely passed. So much so that they said, you are barely passing. And I didn't expect that. I put my all into practitioner work. I technically work for the Global Truth Center where I'm studying. So no part of me expected it. But leading up to it, I had jury duty that day. I had jury duty and I was also working. It was my job to be the person that set it up. And it isn't an excuse, but it's a recognition that even though I had all these things going on, that I didn't put my practitioner hat on. And that's one of the most important things to do when you walk into a room, knowing that this is what you're here to do, is serve as consciousness on demand, is to actually be consciousness on demand. It doesn't matter what came before, what came afterward. This is what I'm here to do, which was an amazing lesson to learn on the very first seconds of being a practitioner. But in reality, in mind, I decided 2 years ago that I was going to be a practitioner. And regardless of what happened in my oral panels, the universe shifted and aligned to make this a possibility. Technically, I was supposed to be last. I was supposed to do my panel sessions last, but something happened and I was first. And they made the decision to pass me, and over time they're like, oh, I don't know if we should have done this. Her classmates are all amazing. She showed up in a t-shirt and jeans and was just kind of hanging out. Apparently, I don't remember this specifically, but when I walked in the room, I took the chair and just moved up the chair closer, was hanging out like, hey, what's going on? And didn't treat it like a test at all. And I could totally see that because I worked there. I was just hanging out. One of the people who was doing the panel was the minister who I studied with before I moved to Los Angeles, so I was perfectly comfortable, apparently a little too comfortable. So I get it, but the cool thing is that the decision was made and the universe shifted and allowed for this to unfold no matter what.
That's right.
And since we're in Ernest Holmes Chapel, let me bring up something that Ernest Holmes said in the textbook. When consciousness speaks, the law receives and executes. When a farmer plants the seed, he invokes the law. And that's exactly what happened. I made the decision. Yes. It was done. And I came here to be the change I wish to see in the world. I've said that before. I'll say it again. And that's what I do. And it doesn't matter. That's what we're here. That's what we are. That's what we do. That's what I do. Whether that RSCP is next to my name or not, that is what I do. But you think about, in 1983, Evan Wolfson wrote a paper in his law class about how gay marriage should be legal. And he started the Freedom to Marry organization directly after law school. He's been working there pretty much as a law student to today and just got to shut the doors on this organization today because they accomplished what they set out to accomplish by having gay marriage be legal in all 50 states. So when a decision is made, it is spoken and put into law, it is absolutely done. So I'm so grateful to live this truth, to recognize this truth, to speak this truth, to be given the little letters after my name, to be able to say that I am a representative of someone who understands this truth. And I invite you all to take this understanding of knowing that as it is decided in mind, it is done as we move into prayer. So I just invite you to get comfortable in your chairs. Get back to that, what I call that practitioner mindset, regardless of whether you have these letters by your name or not. Recognizing that the power of God is within each of us, is each of us, expresses as each of us. It is that unlimited, powerful, expressive energy that we've came here to show up as, to express as, and we have the divine infinite power, freedom of choice to direct this energy however we choose. To be happy, to be healthy, to inspire, to love, and most of all to be, because that is what we are human beings expressing as light, as love, as God. And I am so grateful to know this, to know that this service unfolds absolutely perfectly, that we are moved, that we are inspired, that we live and express ourselves as the joyful beings we are. And as in gratitude, together we say, and so it is.